Many games I've played where I've had to turn the difficulty down for sure.
There's no shame in that.
So when I think of Arcane Studios, I think of Play Your Way.
That's right.
And especially out of like Dishonored, Dishonored 2, where it's not a very linear progression. It is very much you choose how you want to play the game. Do you want to play it passively? Do you want to play it aggressively? How do you want to change your abilities? Is that the same with Prey?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a very signature Arcane game. You know, it's a totally different setting, different game mechanics than Dishonored, but the sort of heart, the philosophy behind both games is the same. We believe in games where players have lots of cool and interesting tools so that they can solve problems their own ways, as you'll see in a little bit.
So, what are those guys? Are those guys are they the alien race or are they?
They're one type of them.
They're one type of them.
It's one of my favorite creatures, if not my favorite creature in the game. It's called the Mimic.
Right.
And the signature ability it has is that it can disguise itself in the environment as objects, like it just did right there.
Dude.
Oh,
Chair.
they're so
And
creepy.
the cool thing about it is that it's not scripted. Like, even Seth didn't know that that was going to be a Mimic.
Yeah.
It's different every
I thought
time.
it was this box.
So even if you choose the same abilities, it's going to be a different gameplay every time.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
Ooh.
Got him.
Is there a lot of special kills in the game?
There's a few.
what are those guys made out of? It looks like it's like a smoky, slimy.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the things that our creative director, Raph Colantonio, pushed from the beginning is we didn't want to do, we wanted to do something kind of mysterious with the aliens. Like, we wanted them to be, like, even the way they look is, like, sort of enigmatic and unknowable. So they're made of this, like, black, inky substance.
Okay.
And that's how they can shape change.
So there's going to be a lot of, like...
Yeah.
Like, so if I were to broadcast this on my channel and I'm like, someone pops it in the middle, it's like, why is that guy hitting chairs and boxes and
Exactly.
stuff?
This game makes you paranoid. There's lots of, you're going to be smashing coffee mugs, trash cans, because you never know.
Jeez.
If
Now,
you-
does it follow the same like Liquid Metal Terminator 2 rules where it has to be the same kind of body mass, or can it be like super small, or?
It's roughly anything like the size of a chair, or you know, between a chair and a coffee mug sort of range of the thing. Anything that's
So
not
you just got your
down.
first gun.
Yeah. This is the glue cannon, and it's all this stuff here is glue. So the idea is, yeah, you can spray it and make piles of it, or.
And do you have unlimited ammo?
Nope.
Okay. So you just used a lot of your ammo.
Just wasting it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the first question that any gamer asks. Like, you're wasting ammo, dude? What are you doing?
So it's good for like immobilizing the enemies because they're really fast. So it's kind of hard to lock them down. So it's a key strategy.
But it doesn't
fighting
kill
the
them.
No,
Oh,
it's kind of like a stun.
Okay, so they will eventually break out of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many different guns are there throughout the game? Different types of guns.
We're going to show off probably 3 or 4 here today.
Okay.
Depending on how far we get. But then there's more. It kind of depends on how you play. Like, some players will discover some weapons earlier than others. I think Seth is going to demonstrate getting one of the weapons in the game way earlier than people typically will.
I'm like gonna run out of glue.
Come on, Potato! Let's go,
Seth
Potato
dies.
Aim! Let's get it!
Did you turn the difficulty down or up?
I didn't.
You're almost dead already.
I'm playing on easy.
Well, you make it look hard, dude.
There's nothing wrong with playing on easy.
No, of course not.
Hey, what? Oh wait.
Play for story.
Well, let's talk about the story. The main character is Morgan.
Yep.
And it can be a male or female. However, does the decision to make it male or female change the game at all?
It doesn't change any like game mechanics, but it does change some things in subtle ways. Like, obviously, most of the people on the station are dead, but occasionally you will run into some survivors just like you. And the way that they address you, of course, will change. Some of the emails you might find might be a little different.
Like pronouns?
Yeah, pronouns.
Yeah, we'll change pronouns, yeah. So, you're picking up stuff. Now, is there like this smacks of like a crafting or...
You want to show the inventory real
Yeah.
quick? So we do have RPG elements in the game, like some upgrades, which we're going to talk about in a second, but we have a RPG-style inventory. You have a maximum amount of stuff you can carry.
Oh my God, we're going to play Item Tetris?
That's right, baby. Item Tetris.
It's not an RPG without that,
That's
right?
Right, yeah.
But you can do this to drive the OCD watchers at home nuts.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, you're color coding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have some guys on our
You
team
get
who are
distorted
super OCD.
Oh, you got super sword.
okay.
Okay.
In fact, let me say hello to everybody back at Arcane Studios who I know is watching right now. All their hard work made this possible. So, hey guys.
But you mentioned crafting earlier, and
Yeah.
you can see in the description on the bottom there, it has the material yield. and that will show you what this stuff recycles into, and we'll show you guys some recycling a little
Yep.
later.
And you can upgrade your inventory.
wait. Is agave? Can you make tequila?
Yeah, you can find some alcoholic beverages that are pre-made for your.
I'm sorry, my brain
Enjoyment.
went there, and I can't help it. It's the way I am.
Are all the recipes and schematics automatically learned, and you just have to gather the items, or do you have
You
to
have to
find
find 'em.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And while we're here, I'll just show off that we can like upgrade the weapons too. So like the glue cannon can be upgraded on 4 different paths.
Yep. So you
Oh,
customize your
okay,
weapons, but-
okay.
Let's go show the neuromod.
Yeah.
'Cause that's sort of like the main way the player upgrades himself. So the tech on the station is all based on this thing called the neuromod, which rewires your brain. And there's human abilities and alien abilities, and so right now at the beginning of the game, only the human abilities are all unlocked. Later, you'll find an item that lets you learn the alien abilities. But
Okay.
even just in the human side, we have a ton of really cool abilities here, like, and they're all mapped to like what different people's roles on the space station might have been, like scientist, engineer, or security guard.
Oh, sure, okay.
And so at the beginning, you've got I don't know, like 5 or 6 different choices.
Yeah.
So are they plotted out like as far as like you're in the laboratory, so you're gonna find more neuromods that deal with that?
Well, you have the data for them all to begin with,
Okay.
Okay.
but the data you don't have is the alien ones, and those.
I see
those
what you're
you'll lo-
saying.
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yep.
So neuromods are malleable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can just plug them in where you want.
It's like an empty
Exactly.
USB stick or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
And then
okay.
later you get this thing called the psychoscope that lets you learn and acquire the data that you need to install the alien abilities.
Can't wait for that.
We'll show that.
Dude.
And so
All right, so
the,
we got to pick something
Okay,
now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
pick
okay.
hacking.
So-
Morgan as the character, he is the first human to ever have these alien powers
Whoa!
tested on him,
Exactly. Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. Watch this.
Are those? Oh, dude, really?
Every time.
Yeah. The best way they could
Gets
figure
me.
out how to upgrade the human mind in the
Yeah.
future is by stabbing needles directly
Through
into
the
your
eyeball,
eye,
yeah.
into your brain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Into your
I
brain.
felt that one in my
In your
gut.
brain hole.
That's why Morgan has red eye when you see in the
Oh,
trailer.
that explains that.
Yep.
All right.
Do you want to hack that? I think is that what you got? You took hacking.
Yeah, I took hacking.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So we can hack. So even in this little lobby right here.
Oh, this door?
Yeah. No matter what ability you pick, there's some immediate payoff so that you can get something cool out of it.
Yeah, so if I had the key code for this, I could just put it in, but I don't. So I'm a hacker.
Ooh.
This is a little mini hacking.
So-
Hacking minigame.
That's right.
Hacking
That's
minigame.
pretty good.
Okay, so it's just like a basic maze, but it gets like harder and harder
Yeah.
as the game progresses.
And if you hit the red things, you kind of get like a little stun, and so it's time-based, so the stun kind of.
Do you get to unlock it? Like, do you get to attempt again after like right away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
can
take a little
use that.
damage when you lose a hack, though.
Oh.
All right.
And then I got this weapon upgrade, so I might as well just put it in here.
Make your glue faster.
Yeah.
Now,
So-
glue is spelled wrong. So is it an acronym?
That's right. It's one of those science, army, secret weapon acronyms.
Sure, okay.
It stands for, can you pull it up? I'm not sure I'm going to get it right. Jellifoam Lattice Organism Obstructor.
Yeah. That's it.
Boom. I got it.
Telephone
Nice.
lattice organism obstructor.
That's a
We call
mouthful.
it the glue.
That's right. All right, let's
So-
go to the lobby.
This is the near distant future, but it also looks like aesthetically it's changed a bit. Where is this actually like? What does the style take inspiration from?
So our artists came up with this art style called Neo Deco.
Neo Deco.
Yeah, it's some of the influences, of course, Art Deco, but there's the way the station was built. It has this really long history, so it's almost like an onion. Like the deeper into the station you go, the older it is, and so
Ah.
there's like old Russian
Do you
parts.
start on the outside?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then as the decades went along the history of the space station, they aggregated more and more stuff. But our whole space station is the world of Prey is based on this alternate history where JFK didn't die.
Right. I read that. I read that about the game, about the alternate history where JFK didn't die, and I thought about that, and we actually had a little bit of a discussion backstage about JFK didn't die, and I brought up maybe if he didn't die, there wouldn't be we wouldn't have gone in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff, and you brought that up. Tell me a
Exactly.
little bit.
Yeah, so all of that stuff has it's this cool little fact that's like we said, this is true in our universe. Now what would be the consequence of that? And some
Right.
of it's like the art style we chose for the space station, and some of it's like minor historical or major historical details are different. Like the tech in 2035 is far more advanced than what I expect our tech in 2035 is actually going to be, because of the fact that Kennedy was alive and pushed the space tech industry. Seth just ran into a Phantom, which is another
it's right
kind
here.
of
Oh. Can you kill it, or is it really strong and you're trying to just sneak around it right now?
We'll
Oh,
see.
okay. The sneaking aspect. Okay.
There's JFK. Look.
Oh, there he is. So is there just line of sight, or is there a sneak meter, or?
Yeah, you can play the game stealthy, but you don't have to because it's a little bit of an RPG. So you can build your character to be stealthy or more aggressive, like
Do you-
Seth is playing.
Does the
Okay.
game change at all depending on how like bloody your gameplay is or not?
Not with regard to the aliens.
Okay.
But the game does react to how you treat the survivors you find on the station, the human beings. Like that has some pretty serious consequences.
Oh,
Where'd he
so
go?
you can like set up environmental traps and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Unless the trap is a mimic. There
I
you
swear,
go.
I've done this. I've done this one so many times, and I still jumped.
Did you
No,
know
that's like the dirtiest trick in the book. Like harkening back to like old Dungeons & Dragon days.
Yeah.
If your DM would throw a mimic chest at you,
I know.
you'd hate them.
That was the inspiration for this creature. Is that old school like D&D mimic?
Dude, I
But-
hate that.
But we said, hey, what if it was like any object in the level, and it
Yeah.
could happen? You know, it's not unscripted.
I'm out of ammo.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No,
you got this.
You got old Wrenchy. Don't worry. It'll never leave your side.
Why don't you lead them into the turrets?
Oh yeah, good idea.
The station has defensive turrets that the player can take advantage of.
If it gets a
Defensive
little
turrets? Why does it have defensive turrets? This is a scientific station.
Because there's some secrets they didn't want anybody
Oh,
to know about.
okay.
Can you eventually place your own turrets or move them? Okay.
We had a playtester who all they did was like they upgraded their hacking and their repair, and all they did was use turrets.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like the turret lord playthrough.
And then it just becomes a tower defense game,
Exactly.
right? You just pull the mobs in, the towers take care of them.
The mimics are fast. And now here's the thing with the turrets. Initially, they're super useful, unless they get damaged, like that guy.
Oh, okay.
But they're built to detect and attack the aliens, right? Now later, you get the ability to acquire alien abilities. So the
Right.
turrets detect alien material.
Oh.
So then you suddenly have this interesting dilemma, like I can upgrade myself, but now the station turrets are going to attack me.
Right, right.
But then there's even ways around that, like you
Uh-huh.
could get a power to control them, or you can hack them so that they ignore the alien stuff.
Does anything else affect, like react to you? Do the survivors react poorly to
Yeah.
you if you use alien powers?
Oh yeah, there's some of them are just freaked out, and some of them will be like, "You are an alien. I'm going to kill you now."
So it's not more so the aggressive passive side, it's more so the human alien.
Exactly.
Okay.
What happened to that dude? That dude that was in the ground. What happened to him?
Oh, this guy?
Why
You're
is
talking
he,
about his face?
No, but why is he frozen like that?
Ew.
So that's what happens to somebody that gets killed by a mimic. Anytime a mimic creates a husk like that,
Uh-huh.
like one mimic
Oh.
kills someone,
Whoa.
does that, and it multiplies into 4 mimics. So
Is
there's-
that why the tentacle arm was like
Yeah.
going down the throat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then yeah, we saw the mimic split into 4 right there earlier.
Gotcha. Okay, so the mimics do have a reason for killing you other than like because they don't like you. The reason is
Yeah,
it helps
they're
them multiply.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the aliens, they have an agenda. There's something going on. They're not just monsters waiting in a closet for you to come kill them.
Okay.
Like they have their own goals that they're trying to advance, and you sort of uncover what that is as you progress through the game. And the
You know-
different aliens have different roles.
Do you ever leave the space station?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know if we'll have time to run to that, but but yes, go like next time you look outside. If you don't get killed.
I think they broke my turret.
Oh
Yep,
no.
It's
I'm running away.
So, you can see the outside of the space station here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You can see all that debris out there. This is not a fake backdrop. This is an open space station game. So if
Those
you,
are all actually meshes.
if
Yeah,
you,
we can get out
if
there.
you find an airlock,
Uh-huh.
you can go outside and explore the entire exterior of the space station. And it's the size of a skyscraper. It's like
there it is.
700 meters tall.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's not a linear like level-based game or mission-based game. It's one big giant
Uh-huh.
world basically, but all self-contained in the station.
Now you were talking earlier because he froze the guy and broke him, and that looked, awesome. You talked about different things you can. Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
You can plug that up.
Yep.
Affect
You
the
talk about like
environment.
different skills that you can put your
Neuromods.
neuromod points into.
Mhm.
Can you like upgrade your melee and
Yeah.
just be like a an ass kicker?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can specialize in smashing stuff with the wrench if that's what you want to do.
Is there a Blood and Steel mode? I think is what in Dishonored 2 they introduced. Like,
like
not
a no
using any
magic?
of the
Well, yeah, like I was talking about with the turrets, right? Like you can, if you realize I'm becoming more alien, you can decide to play foregoing all alien powers and just like maxing out all the human abilities instead.
Is that considered like the good side?
Depends on your perspective.
Exactly. You know, hey, man, maybe they're just doing what they got to do to survive.
That's right.
You know, have you ever thought about what they want? You know, their motivation stuff. Maybe they're trying to save their own stuff.
That's
you know,
right.
their own race.
You're right.
There's, you know, there was a character we saw talking to us a second ago, January. It was this like mysterious helper. But then there's another character who's your brother, Alex Yu, and they both have sort of agendas that are at odds with each other, and they're both telling you that like they're on your side and you got to listen to them, and so it's sort of up to you to figure that stuff out.
Okay, so you don't have to hack it. You can actually find the code somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
My hack level wasn't high enough for this keypad, so I had to just use
okay.
the key code, which was conveniently on the nearby workstation.
Who is this that's talking to you?
So this is January that I was talking about. We're about to sort of. Now, one thing that's mysterious initially that is that you discover that this person, January, has your voice. And she's telling you things like, you've been on this station for 3 years, you just don't remember. And there's a video here that you left for yourself that you need to watch.
Oh, man, that's Total Recall style, dude. Get your ass to Mars.
Exactly.
Get your ass to the moon space station. Go now.
So
This is
this is part of our crafting system that Seth is looking at right now. So every item in the world that you can collect, you can dump into this recycler if you don't want to use it. And it converts it into these raw
That was
materials.
oddly satisfying.
It is.
It is, look at that.
It's like if you have like a cleaning OCD of like, I got to clean this stuff up.
Yeah.
I really do.
This will totally scratch that itch. But if you have the fabrication plan for all the items that you can pick up in the game, then you can turn those raw materials into what you need. So you can print guns, ammo, gadgets, stuff like that. Have you found any plans, Seth?
Oh, yeah, I got the glue ammo,
Okay.
which I really need.
Yeah,
right now.
since Seth was wasting his glue ammo earlier, he needs to make some
I can only
more.
make one, apparently.
Wow, I like that it's
minerals.
actually, instead of a menu popping up in the front, you interact with the menu in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. That was like a big push.
It's like a
too.
vending machine of the future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a futuristic 3D
here,
printer.
It's like Mr. Fusion, you know, like here's some garbage I found. Make me an apple, or make me a food pellet or something.
Yeah, extrude some food paste
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, food paste.
Should we watch the video? How are we doing on time?
Let's check in. Let me see if I can. Let's play. Continue playing right now, and hopefully I can see what we're doing on time.
Oh yeah, we got lots of time.
20 minutes to go. Totally.
So we can watch
Yeah.
the video and then head to Harper.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's watch the video, and then we're gonna switch to. We're gonna watch Morgan's video here.
All right, let's do it.
Nope.
No,
wrong
not this video. Sorry. I meant video in the game here.
I'll just pause it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
hold on.
Okay, we're good.
We had
Sorry.
a bit of crossfires here, so we're gonna look at a video in the game.
Yeah,
right?
not a video of the game. Sorry.
Okay, video in
That's
the
my
game.
bad.
Okay.
So this is the video you left for yourself.
All right.
And they're not 2D videos, they're
Yeah.
these 3D videos called
My office
Looking
here.
Glass Terminals.
Okay. And is this the first time you get to see yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
me.
that's so cool.
Tough day, right? If I'm talking to myself, it must be. Your memory's shot full of holes, I know. I'm sorry, but it's permanent. So the first thing you need to know is you can trust January. It's an operator, a sort of backup of you and me. It knows what you've forgotten. We've been testing a new kind of neuron
here's what's cool.
based on the typhon
These
organisms,
videos are 3D,
mapping
so
their
this was
neural
made in a
patterns onto
room
ours.
in the past
Problem
that you can
is,
actually
when you
visit.
uninstall a
And
neuron,
so if
it
you look
resets
over there to the
memory
left,
back to the moment
like-
you first put it in.
Initially, the first time you went to
That's
this
what you
room, that
forget.
code was erased. But in this video, you can actually see the
Systems
code
back up
that's
to
on the
speed
wall.
between test runs.
So it's a little Easter egg, a little pro tip.
If someone could just skip that part, turn a single day into your entire life. Well, that's exactly what Alex did. The question is, why? You're not going to like what I have to say next.
And of course,
Ooh, that gave me chills.
of course you're not gonna know. You're not gonna like what I have to say
Yeah.
next. It might kill you.
I love
And
that.
American Idol will be right back.
That's right.
God damn it.
All right, so what I want to do now is we're going to transition to a level called the Hardware Labs.
This is the next real guy.
Yeah, that's Alex. That's your brother. So he's going to come in and tell you basically the opposite.
But you don't know if he's good or bad.
Right. So you're not really sure who to trust. You've got two people telling you different things. So
And he cut off the video.
he cut off the video. Jerk face.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude.
I know. I know.
And he gave us a quest to go to this next level. We're just going to skip to the next level.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're going to show off a little bit of this place called the Hardware Labs, which is one of the more like sciencey engineering areas.
Okay.
There's a couple of new creatures in there. And we're going to show off powers for the first time.
Yeah.
We're going to show a couple of our powers. that we
Human
excited about
powers
it.
or
Alien powers.
Nice.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I saw in that the little description there said by activating powers such as something shift,
Phantom Shift.
phantom shift.
Yep.
Is there like quote unquote magic in the game?
You're about to find out.
Base magic?
Yay!
Magic.
No, sciencey magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like that old quote.
Isn't that an
old quote, like
oxymoron?
any
It's
no,
any
it's
technology sufficiently advanced.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
See,
We're on the same
man, my
page.
boy knows what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It looks like magic, but they science it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's where I would put all my points.
Ooh.
No question.
So you're what?
Woo!
Oh.
So-
Shit, you're a box.
Seth just turned
Wait,
into a box.
what's your box?
I'm a box. I'm a box.
For
Can
no
you
reason.
only possess boxes?
No.
No.
No, so he's actually not possessing it. He's duplicating it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now you just copied that operator. So that's an engineering operator that has been corrupted by the aliens. And Seth just used his mimic ability to...
You can have a robot battle.
He's going to have a robot battle, I guess. It's like Robot Wars, basically.
Yes, that is really cool. So when you say
You
you
know-
duplicate it,
Are you burning, are you burning the mimics?
burn it all down. So when you say you
better
do
run, dude.
become that thing, right?
Yes, absolutely. You
Okay.
take on the physical shape
The
of
physical
that.
form, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, obviously you're still you, but you changed into something.
You're not replicating it. Or you're not possessing it. You're replicating
Exactly.
it. Okay.
Yeah. And you become that thing. Now, how do you decide what you can replicate?
Anything in the environment that is roughly like your size or smaller, you can become.
You have to see it first.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we should show off the targeting mode because it's pretty cool. You want to use like kinetic blast and
I
like
have no sight left.
You
I have
use
no
that.
side hypos. I
No.
can totally just cheat and give myself side hypos, I guess.
The game would never force you, though, to have an alien power to reach a certain part of the
No.
map or game. Okay, so like you
Absolutely.
couldn't possess something in a room to unlock something else.
you could do that, but you don't have to. There's
Okay, okay.
other ways to solve stuff.
Yeah, like you can hack or find the code. kind of
Exactly.
thing, Yeah.
I'm really starving now, which is kind of fun, actually, because it's going to force me to be like a lot more creative with how I deal with things. But it would be
Do
great.
you
if
have
I-
anything that gives psi, like some caffeine stuff? All the caffeine things in the game will give you psi.
I don't
Of
have a
course
lot
they
of
will.
food.
That's right, because it's
Yeah.
your mind.
Yeah. I know when I want to pump my mind up, I down some coffee or something like that.
There was a little book about terraforming Mars. Did you see that?
Yeah, what was that?
We have little books sprinkled around to sort of give you the backstory of the station.
Oh, I
and
love that stuff.
The world, but all kinds of stuff you don't
Now,
have.
oh,
want.
and then you can climb it, of course you can.
That's awesome.
That's dope, that's cool.
Okay, he didn't last very long. So you'll notice this phantom has a name.
Clive.
Right.
I
so
was wondering if that was the guy's name that died or the Phantom.
It's so everyone that every phantom used to be a crew member. And so anytime you kill a phantom and you loot their body, sometimes you'll find things like the key to their room.
Okay.
And then later when you get to the crew quarters, you can like open up their rooms.
Uh-huh.
And there's even there's a system called the roster system that basically every person on the space station has a name. And so you can track them down. It'll show you if they're alive or dead and where they are. And sometimes you'll end up tracking a phantom down.
Okay. So there's some parquet stuff in this too.
Yep.
That was really
Which-
cool to see that. Parquet?
Parkour?
Okay.
Parkour.
I was going to let it slide.
I think that's a butter commercial.
I'm hungry. I want butter. I'm a fat kid. I like butter. I meant parkour. God, now you call me out. Will I ever get through an interview where there's no calling me out? Parkour. Damn it. Sorry. You knew what I'm getting at. But what I want to ask you about these guys like that are transforming, or excuse me, that have become
The phantoms?
The Phantoms.
Look, somebody
Is
made a glue
that-
snowman.
Is
He
it
made a
blue?
snowman with. You can get the
Blue.
food out of his mouth. A banana.
Hey, that eel stuff will give you psi.
Oh, what's that yellow sticky note?
Gluey McGlueface.
Eat the eels, dude.
Yeah.
For some reason, eels restore psi. I'm pretty sure.
They're made out of electricity, of course.
Oh, it's stuck in the glue. Oh,
All
well.
right.
Oh, you can't break
it.
the glue?
Some of it. It depends on if it's hardened.
Oh, so it has a period where it's a little bit more breakable. Oh, I really want to know the
Or
answer to
it's a
this.
bug.
When you, okay, those Phantom guys, is it, now you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but is it the guys who have chosen to get the alien upgrades and they just got too many and go back?
It's actually part of the alien ecology. So
Okay.
the mimics, whenever they duplicate, eventually one of them will turn into this thing called a Weaver.
Okay.
And the Weaver finds corpses and turns them into phantoms.
Oh, so any of those Phantoms are like possessed corpses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now here's the cool thing. You can learn that ability from the Weaver.
You could become.
So then you can go around and find corpses and make phantoms that will fight for you.
Oh, dude.
When I came in here, I locked the door because I didn't want to get messed with.
Ah.
And now you
Double
can't get
that
out?
button.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
We're stuck in this room for the rest of the demo, guys.
So
Hey.
you get like little information sticks or whatever off of the corpses and stuff that you can do. Now, are they all text or are they audio, video?
They're
all the
audio. You
above?
could probably play one of them. It's so they're called transcribes. It's the same device that you're carrying, and instead of like an audio diary, it's basically like it's like that person's phone. It's like the last conversation they had with somebody else on the station.
Do you hear people like dying?
Yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely.
Wow.
How creepy.
And no offense to anybody out there who likes to read, but I'm glad
Let's
they're
go outside the
audio.
station. I think we have enough time. I bet you
Oh
can
yeah,
make
let's
it.
do it. I guess I'm gonna go this way.
We're gonna see if we can get to the outside of the space station before we run out
Oh, and I
of
just
time.
saw a wrench symbol there. That means that you can repair it.
Oh god.
Absolutely. Okay, so check this out. This is how cool the systems are here. So Seth was trying to spray that thing with glue, but it zapped his gun and it shut his gun down for like 5 seconds. So he had to run back.
So
like,
the
really hurt.
environment is very like,
Super interactive.
yeah.
Something's
We'll
happening.
see.
Now,
So, go ahead. I was just gonna say before Seth can go outside, he's gonna have to make a propulsion system. He's gonna upgrade his suit with a propulsion system,
okay.
and then open the airlock, and not die to these
And not die.
Right.
these robots.
Now, is there like I can see there's like a health bar down below and stuff. What are the because there's health, shield, and psi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Items that refuel your health are like food and stuff.
Food, med kits.
Med kits.
We didn't show it, but there's also operators that are not corrupted will do things like repair your suit, and there's medical operators that'll heal you.
Okay.
Can you upgrade your health, like max health?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the human upgrade trees. You're not gonna make it, dude.
Are there any aesthetic upgrades or purchases or skins?
No, almost all of them have like a mechanical bite to 'em.
Uh-huh.
It would be cool though if you could like download a like, you know, golden wrench skin or something just for fun.
Something, right?
Oh, there's a Sciapo.
Oh yeah, more psi.
Sweet.
So look at that wheel. There's so many spots that aren't filled up.
Yep. More
Yeah.
weapons, more alien powers.
And you can get more stuff than fills this wheel.
And so the powers are up on top, and then the guns are in the bottom.
What's the coffee
Or
cup?
weapons.
That's the mimic power.
Yeah.
The coffee cup?
Yeah.
That's the one I showed earlier.
Turn into objects power.
Okay. Okay.
This is the, like, basically, it's like a psionic grenade power.
Yeah, you want to show off psi mode really quick?
Yeah.
I don't know if you. So when you decide to use a power, the game actually freezes.
A full freeze or like a bullet motion type
Like
of.
if you move, the game moves in step with you.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that
like-
you can sort of like freeze things and take your time and go, what do I want to do? You can probably show it with the.
So
Yeah, there you
like
go.
in there. You're stuck. But if I start, like, looking around or moving,
Uh-huh.
then everything starts moving.
Oh, cool.
So this gives me, like, an advantage targeting this power.
But not too easy of an advantage.
Yeah.
All
Now,
right.
is that an upgrade you have to purchase or you have to like get yourself, or does that come standard?
As soon as you unlock alien powers, you get it.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, let's climb up here and make our propulsion system. Make a little staircase.
And he's buying a stairway to upstairs.
Dude, the music just started playing in my ear, and I'm like, are you singing the lyrics? Like, what is going on?
He knows the lyrics already.
A-tax, or R-tax. Oh, that never-ending story, man. That brings me back.
Oh,
Artax
nice.
the horse.
Hopefully the same thing doesn't happen to this propulsion system.
Yeah. It's gonna get stuck in the mud.
Don't give in to the sadness.
The nothing.
The nothing.
Let me just get rid of some stuff here.
All right, so Seth.
Oh,
just,
so you have an automatic like junk.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Seth's just upgraded his suit, so he can move around in space now. But it also you can use it in normal G situations too. It just gives you like a jump glide.
Cause you're a rocket man.
Exactly.
All these
Yeah.
I should not sing. I'm so sorry, guys.
All right, I think
whoa.
we're gonna make it.
That's a sweet grenade. Who designed the weapons?
Our amazing artist, led by
Oh, here we go.
Emmanuel Petit, and Jesse Boyer, and Eric Vale. I didn't know you had one left. There you
we
go. Boom.
Got him.
And that was.
That was kinetic blast.
There you go. Okay.
Yep. All right. Oh yeah, I
Should
can
we open
open
it?
this.
Every airlock has a manual seal you have to disengage before you can spacewalk. Well engineered as a safety measure, it's irrelevant when the enemy is already inside the station. If you do go out there, it wouldn't stray far. The Typhon may have spread to the exterior. And remember, other airlocks you find will have to be opened from the inside first.
All right.
Oh, you're going outside.
EVA.
And also, like, as far as you telling yourself that you can trust January, that immediately says I shouldn't. It immediately tells me that I should not be trusting this January.
Trust me, you can trust January.
Man, that's another thing that I learned. My dad taught me that real young. He's like, if anybody says trust me first, don't. No. The first thing out of the mouth is trust me, don't trust them.
Ooh. Okay, so you're going through like the airlock right now.
This is my favorite part.
Nobody puke.
There's no absolute up.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh.
I hope no one gets
that is
sick.
so
but-
nauseating.
Sorry about that. There's the moon.
Where's Earth?
Oh yeah. Where is Earth?
Earth is gone.
Planet Earth is blue.
Oh, is it that the dark?
Well,
There's the sun.
So
Oh,
there's a
the-
real
there's
day-night cycle, although you can't really call it day-night because you're around the moon.
In space, there is no
yeah,
day night.
yeah. I mean, but the station is spinning, and so you'll come back to places sometimes, and you can watch the shadows like crawl across.
And you
the
can
floor.
That's what I
watch-
was wondering. Like it revolves around the moon.
Yeah.
And the moon revolves around the sun, or around the Earth, and the Earth
Yeah.
revolves around the sun. So you've taken that into consideration when you're playing the
Absolutely.
game.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
That's cool, man.
Show the.
You can see the
station.
shadows are moving.
Yeah, you can tell.
yeah, ever
The
so
station's
slowly.
spinning pretty fast.
Yeah, because the sun's rotating, or
So
we're
look up
rotating
and down
on
the
sun.
station.
Oh yeah.
So this isn't like a one-off gimmick level or whatever. It's the entire outside of the space station is one big ass open world
Dude.
that you can go and explore and
It-
find. You can find cool little secrets like derelict shuttles.
Is there like secret passageways, like only airlocks from a room that you would have to go outside to
Yes,
reach?
absolutely.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Cool.
Like you'll find sometimes you'll like look through a window and see like a breached room that's like blown open, and you're like, if I go outside and like seal the.
and there's a good item inside
yeah,
of it, right?
You can
Yeah.
seal it and then get back into it.
Yeah.
Is it linear, or can you pretty much go anywhere?
You can go anywhere as long as you have the means to get there.
Sure. Oh,
It's
that's where
not-
the Metroidvania kind of
Exactly.
thing comes in.
It's not gated like arbitrarily by like a story thing necessarily. It's like, hey, did I open that airlock? Did I fix the elevator? Did
There you
I
go. Yeah,
did
yeah.
I purchase
Nice.
this ability?
Are there any aliens that attack you outside?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
So Seth just broke his suit. There's no.
Yeah, my suit is
Oh,
real
no.
bad.
Do you like have a limited amount of time to get back inside?
No, you can stay out as long as you want. The suit basically gives you armor and like shields you from radiation and stuff like that.
You found him. Not surprising. Well done.
Thank you. I talk to AIs in games for sure.
Talk back.
Well done. Oh, thank you, January. Very nice to say.
You're so positive and encouraging.
You liar. You liar. I'll never trust you ever.
There's,
You got an O2 tank.
Eventually you meet the January operator in person, and she tells you, like, I have your voice so that you'll trust me more.
Man,
It's like, believe me, I'm on your side.
that's like some contact shit. Like, I took
Yeah.
your dad's body in his voice, so
Exactly.
you'd be more uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah.
I immediately don't trust that.
Yeah. Joke's on you, alien. I hated my dad.
Yeah. We had a really strained relationship.
Is there something on the moon? I feel like I'm seeing like 2 rings on the moon.
What?
But maybe I'm crazy.
I can't. I so
Where
disoriented.
you
Where
lost-
even is the
I
moon?
lost
can't
the
find the
moon.
moon. Okay, there's the Milky Way. Is
Okay.
it left or right of
Oh,
the Milky
no.
Way?
We need an
It's left at the
fine.
Milky Way. If you hit the horse head and never gone too far,
We
you're
need-
going to want
we-
to turn around.
Is there
need
an astronomer in the house?
Yeah.
I'll just have. Hopefully, I'll see it again.
Oh,
There it is,
there we
there it
go.
is, there it is.
To the, oh, I'm crazy. I thought I saw something that just didn't like look irregular to me.
Look how my my helmet's all cracked.
Yeah.
Oh, because did you run into something?
Well, my suit integrity
Oh, your
is still
suit's
low.
broken.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
But do I have any
You
patch
should
kits?
fix your suit.
Yeah, I do. So I can repair my suit right here, like this.
Or you could find those engineering operators. They'll fix it for you. As
The
long as-
friendly ones, yeah.
The friendly ones, not the ones that
Yeah.
want to kill you.
Now, the ones that want to kill you, can you make them friendly, or are they just they're
Yeah.
screwed?
There's an item, or not an item, sorry.
I have this
There's-
power, too.
You can either hack them, or Seth has this power called Machine Mind, which will make them be on his side for like 90 seconds.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you hack them, they're like always on your side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the ones that are corrupted, like, lose the ability to repair your suit.
Now, how did they get corrupted?
So, that's good. There's a creature called, which we haven't shown yet, called the Technopath,
Okay.
which is basically it's huge flying creature. It can be outside the space station too.
Uh-huh.
It takes over technology, so it'll like corrupt doors. It'll grab turrets. Like if you're like playing the like I'm the turret lord, I fix turrets, and you know I'm using that to defeat everything. This creature will just wreck that strategy because
Okay.
it'll grab them away from you and convert them, and now they're attacking you no matter what.
That is awesome. And that's one, like, so these bosses, do they have to be defeated in a linear style to be able to progress to it? No, you can
Not
just
at
kill
all.
them whenever?
Yeah.
There's no, like,
or
main
sneak
boss?
around them, or yeah.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
even have to face them.
I mean, there's probably a few aliens you have to kill that are
Uh-huh.
like at a bottleneck, but the vast majority of them, it's
Yeah.
like totally up to you. There's some powers that help you sneak, and if you want to do that, you can do that.
Do you have a favorite power?
I mean, Mimic is kind of the
Mimic's
obvious.
pretty cool,
That's
man.
the
You can be
obvious
a
go-to.
box.
I do have a favorite play style, which is I like taking things like repair and hacking, and then combining that with the remote manipulation skill. So, like here, for instance, you don't have the skills, but
Repair?
if he had remote manipulation,
I do.
you do?
Actually, yeah. You know what? I think I can probably install repair if I don't have it.
That would be awesome. You could
Do you know
show
what
that
level
off.
repair that thing needs?
I don't.
Let's find out.
It's probably low.
So if you got too close to try and repair
Yeah.
it.
So he just used
Oh.
remote
Repair too.
manipulation to basically manipulate this thing from a distance. And if he had repair, he could fix it without getting closer. That's my favorite way to play. So you can like hack robots, hack into computers, repair stuff from like 30 meters away.
You bet. You could set up like if there was.
Oh, here we go again.
You could set up like like a death room of
Yeah.
like, you know,
Absolutely.
hacked items.
Oh, I'm gonna have to like turn away every. Please never make a
Oh.
VR version of this. If I have to have a VR helmet with that on.
What'd you do?
Uh-oh.
Don't let them do this to you.
So.
What was that? Memories or something?
Yeah, the more stuff you inject in your head, the more stuff sort of gets knocked loose in your head, and you start to experience these visions. Which
Why you don't mess around with that
Do you
stuff?
ever?
No, hold on. We've only got like 2 minutes left. Do we
Yes.
have a video to show?
I think
Oh,
we're
yeah,
actually
we
gonna
do.
be ending it off on the video, correct?
Oh, is that right?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, want to make sure on that.
Okay.
Is there ever a time where you get to see these spaceship in its like heyday? Besides these like augmented videos that you see of yourself in the past, is there ever like a flashback?
There are some labs that you can go to where they've got like videos from like the 50s, where you can see.
I
like
just
the,
want to see this spaceship before it got
oh,
attacked by
when it
aliens.
was all beautiful.
All right, where can what consoles, what systems is this going to be available on?
May 5th on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de
May
Mayo.
5th.
Yep,
Good.
that's right.
Getting a little, partying and then playing some Prey.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Dude, I cannot say enough good things about this, man. This looks, I mean, it looks phenomenal. Like, just with some of the things that we ask for as gamers, there's varieties of skills. You can go your own path.
Non-linear like storyline is so important to me.
Yes. And the atmosphere, the creatures that you fight are really cool. It's just awesome. I can't wait to play it, man. I can't wait to get my hands on it, for
Yeah.
sure.
Thanks for
Thanks,
letting us
guys.
show it
Yeah.
off.
It was
Guys,
really fun.
thank you so much for joining us. Seth and Ricardo, and on behalf of me and Zeke, guys, do not go anywhere because we have more content here at PAX East right after this break.
What the hell have you done?
Oh my god! Security! Security!
Hello, Morgan. Hello, Morgan. Tough day, right? Tough day, right? If I'm talking to myself, it must be. We've been testing a new kind of neuromod based on the Typhon organisms. You've seen what those creatures can do. Once testing starts, there's no going back.
Take your time, relax, think it over. No, I'm kidding. You only have 9 seconds.
Warning. This is a station-wide emergency.
If just one of those creatures gets back to Earth, we're lost.
The tests, they changed you.
I'm sorry. I wish there was another way. Nothing can survive.
Whenever you're ready, Morgan.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's so nice to be here in the futuristic vision of Prey.
Do you like my apartment?
You really you got hooked up big time in this apartment, man.
This is Zach Miner, Ryan Clements, and Sid Schumann of PlayStation Blog taking a look at Prey coming out of Arcane.
Now, right, and I haven't played this yet, but right off the bat, why are we all waking up in the same bed? Why are the 3 of us in one bed together?
Well, you know,
had a wild
there's
night.
a few. We don't want to get into spoilers just yet, Sid. We want to try and avoid spoilers
Okay,
here.
got
So this is footage. Ryan and I got a chance to play through the first hour of the game, actually. And so this is all footage from that first hour. There's a couple things that we're going to avoid kind of talking about because there are some really incredible reveals in that first hour.
And I'm confident in saying, and you and I talked about this, that the whole opening section of Prey, including some stuff that we're not going to show here today, might be one of my favorite openings in a video game I've seen in a long time. So phenomenal stuff, and hats off to the Arcane team for putting it together.
Agreed. So it's our first day. Time to put on our TranStar uniform, get ready to go up on the spaceship. Very exciting. So what is Prey? Prey is out of Arcane, who did Dishonored. They did Arx Fatalis. As you're probably noticing right off the bat, we're including this stuff because it kind of reveals that this is a first-person simulator. This is kind of an immersive sim. Let's just hop right on to the spaceship. Well, let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Things are not great up on the spaceship.
I like how we went from the most serene footage to the most not serene footage possible.
Look, it's a simulator, but it's not Apartment Simulator 2064. This is a game where things have gone wrong.
Yes.
And we need to figure out what's going on.
Gone very, 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 very wrong.
So let me just, I've not seen this. I'm sort of the resident dummy on this one. I am the biggest fan in the world of sort of the shock games. So I actually would consider System Shock 2 to be my favorite game of all time. BioShock high on the list. So without having seen a ton of this game, it's giving me that vibe big time.
And
absolutely.
As it should. I mean, it absolutely has that emergent, player-driven choice style of gameplay that, you know, you're going to actually kind of see here represented in this weapon that, we're seeing right now, which is the glue cannon, where it essentially allows you to build platforms, immobilize enemies, do a lot of different stuff, and hey, you don't even have to pick it up if you don't want to. I mean, there's essentially so many different ways to work your way through this very, very much damaged and very, I don't want to use the word derelict, but it is a damaged, something's gone south station that your character, Morgan Yu, finds him or herself on.
What are these friendly little guys here?
They're not friendly.
Not so friendly.
Oh,
Sid.
okay, I see.
I will say that you are terribly unperceptive. The fact that these things are trying to kill us. These are mimics. They seem to be kind of the little runts of this game. But make no mistake, these things can kill you right quick if you're not paying attention. So this glue gun is really cool because it can kind of freeze them and then allow you to kind of finish them off with the wrench. This is a game that's obviously first person, and you are shooting things, and a little bit later we're going to get some actual guns.
Bam!
But it's not a game where you're going to be running around firing bazookas and just shooting stuff. Here we're going to take a look at some of the other kind of abilities, some of the emergent opportunities possible with this amazing glue cannon. So those little mimics, as might be indicated by their name, can disguise themselves as other items in the world. Here's another little item here that might remind you of a certain other game that you like a lot. So there are skill trees in this game, and there are actually a couple different skill trees, some of which we didn't even experiment with.
Right.
So you find these neuromods lying around that you shove into your eyeball.
Seems right.
Seems right. Yeah. Hey, what's this on the ground here?
I'll just shove it in there.
Oh, I might as well shove it in there. I do that all the time. So we have a couple different skill trees: scientist, engineer, and security. We obviously barely got a chance to experiment with these, but suit your play style. You can be hacking turrets, hacking security systems. We'll take a look at that stuff.
And sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, and a quick note that when I was talking to the lead designer in our interview together, Ricardo Bear mentioned that in this kind of initial section of the station, when you get that first neuro mod, they actually give you a way to benefit from any of the initial selections you make when you upgrade your character. So like if you want to do like a hacking neuro mod, they made sure that in this opening area of the game there's a way to use that, or a strength thing, or some other for repairs. Like they wanted you to feel like whatever you pick, you're going to be rewarded in some capacity, which I thought was really smart design.
And this is a hacking interface we're seeing now, I'm guessing.
And we'll see this right now. So I invested in hacking, and so I'm able to kind of get into this room that's totally optional. And look, I get a weapon upgrade kit.
Nice.
There's some other stuff going on in the room. I will note, and I told Ricardo this, that Dishonored has been one of my favorite games the last several years.
Oh yeah.
I am someone that plays those games by reading everything in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Arcane. There's
so many emails.
There are few studios better, in my opinion, at environmental storytelling than Arcane.
100% agree.
Right now, and I want to just soak all that in. I was really having to slap my wrist and just be like, nope, Zach, just move on, keep moving forward. So here we're kind of in the main lobby of this spaceship, and everything's totally fine.
Oh no, everything is not totally fine.
Maybe not.
Where is this sort of space station located? Do you know? Is it in the solar system, or?
It is in outer space.
Okay,
yes,
it's in outer space.
And if you look out the window here, you might see that there is potentially some recognizable celestial objects.
Oh,
indeed.
We're keeping things vague.
Very vague. You know what? I fear that there's going to be some spoilers out there. But that's why you just got to stick with the PlayStation blog for all the coverage. So this is the main lobby, and this is kind of the main, I think, hub of the game. And so there's kind of different levels that you can explore of the spaceship, obviously, as we've seen. Here's another example of just some of the completely optional environmental storytelling. Ryan, I don't even know if you went into this room.
I know what you're doing here, but I unfortunately did not read all this stuff. But yeah, it's awesome that it's basically a small museum showing the progress of the space station and kind of its development, and the development of the company that facilitated it. So just really awesome stuff. And again, it's like you could just totally walk by this room and not even notice it. So they really, oh my, who are these friendly looking fellas?
Again, I'm going to really question some of you guys' instincts. These are not friendly. These are phantoms, and these are the hardest enemies that I saw.
Interesting.
So did you not go into this room, Ryan?
No. Remember, you went much further than I did. I was too busy reading emails.
So I had to hack my way into this room. So this, I think, kind of demonstrates how challenging some of the kind of fight situations can be.
Bam.
So again, these guys are doing some pretty serious damage. You can see the health indicator in the bottom left, and I'm really having to kind of strategically think about how I'm going to kind of pause, put health kits on, and then use this kind of stun gun or perhaps the glue cannon to freeze them and then finish them off with the wrench. I think we haven't played much of it, but ammo is going to be sparse, I think.
Yeah.
Does look like there's a recharging health system, I noticed.
It's down in the lower left. It is definitely very, I wouldn't say punishing, but you definitely have to be cognizant of your health and your well-being.
Or maybe I'm wrong. What's that meter I see in the middle of the screen that keeps building up? Is that
so
stamina?
That's stamina.
Got it. I was incorrect by what I said.
Health, you need to heal
I got
yourself.
It. Okay.
You're not just always going to be at 100%.
I retract my prior statement. There is not a recharging health system.
And so when you're opening that weapon wheel there, you're just triggering a health kit.
I understand. Okay.
And another thing that Ricardo pointed out is, because there were a lot of folks playing the demo when Zach and I were playing the game, is that, sometimes you could just walk, stealth your way through an environment, not even, engage the mimic-like enemies. Like right here, you see that they're kind of creating their own platforms and just kind of working their way around the environment. I mean, it's really interesting how the levels are laid out.
And a little detection meter there above the mimic that was kind of flying off here. So we're getting close to the end here, but Ryan and I, we just scratched the surface. I wanted to just show a little bit more of kind of what is in this game. So this is your office. This is Morgan's office.
This inventory could be ripped straight out of System Shock 2.
Right, and
look, straight out of it.
You can upgrade it, obviously, right? You can expand it. So I think the office is going to kind of be your home base. And so there's recycling of materials where you're breaking material, you're breaking objects in the world down into different components. So there's reasons to pick up all this stuff in the world. Like what am I going to do with this coffee cup? I'm going to throw it across the room, but I could have recycled it.
Really?
And then on the other side, you'll see that there is a fabricator. So there's a crafting system in this game. So you're going to be finding, I think, blueprints and upgrades throughout the game. And obviously, you're not going to find most of them, and it's really going to kind of require exploration.
And a quick point as we're watching this amazing footage and kind of closing up shop is that you do not need to have experience with the original, with Prey's predecessor.
This is unrelated.
You can go right into this. It's kind of own unique story. It's a new science fiction story, by Arcane. So you can enjoy it kind of fresh.
Gents, do we have any sense of the threat? These creatures we seem to be fighting. Do we know anything about what they are, or sort of where they factor in?
It's an enormous threat, Sid.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean I have no. All I know is that the space station is not in good shape, and the people on the space station are not in good alive.
It is a threat not to be taken lightly.
Okay, I understand.
And just real quick before we go here, in addition to that skill tree that we saw earlier, we are aware that you get some access to alien powers later in the game. We didn't get a chance to really look at those or experiment with those. That was a little bit after. One last clip I wanted to show just for you, Sid.
Oh.
So there's a locked door. We need to find our way into the locked door. I bet, if we read some things around the room, maybe there's something.
Just like in real life.
I wonder what the access code to that door might be. This is kind of the first big one there. Oh, do those numbers look familiar? 0451.
Now that is the first. That's the first code given out in System Shock 2.
First code given out in System Shock 2. I believe it was in the first System Shock.
Oh, was it?
451. It was in all of the Deus Ex games. It was in the Dishonored games. It actually made its way into Mafia 3.
I didn't know that.
And so that, in some ways, is, I kind of see that as like, you see that, you know what this game is, right? This is an indicator of the systems that are present in this game, the genre of this game.
It's like the Wilhelm or whatever that's
Wilhelm's
right.
The scream from the Star Wars movies.
It's a little identifying factor. So, any final thoughts, Ryan?
No, that's it. I'm pumped, and it's coming out on May 5th.
May 5th on PS4. It looks great. Arcane, a great studio. I'm totally sold on the subject matter. So thanks for the tour, guys.
You're very welcome.
Anytime.
PlayStation.
Hi, this is Rafael Colantonio. I'm the president of Arcane Studios and creative director on Prey.
Hey everybody, this is Ricardo Baer. I am the lead designer on Prey.
At Arcane, we love games that blend simulation and narration, like Dishonored. We do games you can play the way you want. Prey is another one of those games.
Welcome to Talos I. Because of the open-ended structure of the game, the player can go pretty much anywhere they want on the station, but right now our mission is to find a scientist named Dr. Calvino.
Some of our aliens turn into things as a mean of camouflage.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
Lots of ways to solve problems on Talos I. Weapons are one of them, but weapons are rare.
Okay, so this is one of the most important items in the game. It's called the Neuromod, and this is how the player upgrade himself. So here is the RPG layer of the game. You could see there's map, status, inventory, and these are the list of this is the list of abilities that we have. So some of them are human, some of them are aliens,
which you learn by stabbing a needle into your eye. This is the glue cannon, a tool that has a lot of different uses.
This is an alien power called super thermal. We recently acquired it using the Neuromod.
Okay, so we're going to use the roster system in order to try and track Calvino down, but the door is locked. So we're going to take this opportunity to demonstrate one of our unique alien abilities called Mimic.
So in the game you can actually learn your powers from the aliens, so it's only fair that you too can turn into a cup.
The roster system helps players locate anyone aboard Talos I.
The glue cannon can also be used for traversal.
That was a Phantom, one of the other kinds of aliens aboard the station.
And this is a third way to use the glue cannon. So this item is called a recycler charge. In the game you can recycle pretty much anything, either to here declutter an area or to use as a weapon. Now the recycle elements that come out of it are actually ingredients for a fabrication system that we'll show in a moment.
Aliens aren't the only threat aboard Talos I.
Mimic can be used also for stealth.
Inventive players will be able to chain powers together. So right now this player needs to get up onto that elevated platform, so they're going to combine Mimic with Kinetic Blast.
Disassemble you in pure suit integrity.
Okay, so this is the fabrication system. So here are the ingredients I was talking about earlier, and this is the fabricator. So as long as you have fabrication plans, you can create any object that is in the game. Here we're creating an object to fly in 0G.
Microgravity detected.
Talos I is a massive space station, so here we've modeled the entire exterior, which the player can use to chart their course between missions or just for exploration.
You found him. Not surprising. Well done.
Alright, we've located our missing crew member. Let's head back in.
Okay, now we're going to see another ability that you can upgrade called Leverage Level 3, which allows you to pick up huge objects and use them as a weapon or just to clear a path.
But players will have to be careful sometimes installing alien neuromods because on occasion it will attract the attention of other aliens.
And this is called a nightmare, for a reason.
And that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Prey comes out spring 2017 on PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Bye.